Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So today this video we're going to be doing chapter 8 verse 21, and it is a beautiful verse, but it made me sad a little bit because I got very clear indication that I do not follow Swami Mukundanand's thought process at all. Now this verse made it crystal clear. I do believe in the chanting, and Swami Mukundanand does not, but this, and I knew that, but this is gone deeper than that. Okay, so let's sing the verse together and I'll explain. Avyaktoksara ityuktas paramam gatim yam prapya na nivartante tadvama paramam mama. Okay, so the translation is that which the Vedantists describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns, that is my supreme abode. Okay, so he's saying that when you get to my abode, let's do the word by word and it'll make more sense. Avyaktaha, unmanifest, infallible, aksharaha iti. Thus it is said that is known, all of the all of the adjectives. Paramam, the ultimate destination, gatim, that is known as the ultimate destination, which yam prapya, gaining, never they come back to, which that abode, that dham is my abode, my supreme abode, my paramam. Param is like the supreme, ultimate. Okay, so what he's saying is, so the supreme abode is described in the Brahma Samhita, where all desires are fulfilled. There are trees called desire trees that supply any kind of eatables. There are cows that supply limitless amount of milk. There are lots and thousands of Lakshmis, and he is very attractive. His eyes are like lotus petals, and I mean, I don't even know how this works. You can't probably describe anything spiritual with material stuff. So eyes like lotus petals, I feel like it will be a million times more brilliant than lotus petals. But okay, we have to try to describe, I suppose. So he says in the Bhagavad Gita, he only gives a very small hint of his personal abode, Golok Vrindavan, but the detailed description is given in Brahma Samhita. And then there is a replica of his Vrindavan, Golok Vrindavan, 90 miles southeast of Delhi, which is where he lived when he took avatar, when he took incarnation on earth 5,000 years ago. And that is spiritual as well. That place is very spiritual. So okay, so there was a lecture that I was listening to yesterday, and what he was saying is that it takes about 3 lifetimes for us to get back, if we are serious, to get back to Golok Vrindavan. And in the 3rd lifetime, we will probably take birth in Vrindavan under the training of a Vrajvasi, basically under the training of one of those people who lives in Vrindavan. And that will be how we know that we're going to go back. When we're living here, we might not be able to go back. So basically what I understood from him is, if we want to go back, we need to go to Vrindavan and find a good guru there. So I'm going to listen to that lecture again. Maybe I can post that lecture also. It was in person here. Somebody was speaking here. I liked it a lot. He had spoken 3 days, but I hadn't listened to the first 2 for some reason. I don't know. I was getting overwhelmed because I was doing so much of this listening and talking to people, discussing, studying the Gita, all of that, that I let it go. But it turned out that I shouldn't have let it go. I should always attend all of these in-person lectures that are coming here, because they're very, very good. So yeah, yesterday's lecture was very good. Okay, so he said, yeah, so the 3rd lifetime is when you get birth in Vrindavan and you get training under a Vrajvasi, then you're much more likely to go to Golok Vrindavan. But yeah, Krishna has causeless mercy, and he can pick you up at any time. He can pull you up at any time. That's there. Okay, so that's it. Let's see. Okay, so this is why I became very, very clear that Swami Mukundanand is not somebody I can follow. The Prabhupada's philosophy I'm following 100%. I mean, there are things about him that trigger me, but his philosophies about other than those things, I completely follow. I completely agree with. I completely love. So what he's saying is that the Supreme Lord resides in these loks, eternal abodes called loks. Golok is the divine abode of Lord Sri Krishna. Saket Lok is of Lord Ram. Vaikunt Lok is Lord Vishnu. So this I've heard that yes, we all these three are eternal. Once we go to any of these three, we do not fall back. Shiv Lok is the abode of Lord Shiv. Devi Lok is of Divine Mother Durga. So now this is where, okay, so up to here is probably that's fact, but this is where I very deeply disagree with him. He's saying these divine forms are non-different from Supreme Lord, and they are all divine forms of the same one God. A devotee may worship any of the forms of God and strive to attain Him. Once God realized, the soul will reach the divine lok of that form of God and remain there forever. It receives a divine body and participates in divine pastimes and activities of the Lord. So Shivlok and Devi Lok, basically, he's included in that. So I don't know what basically I don't know, but I know that I want to go to Krishna Lok. I want to go to Golok Vrindavan. Yeah, nothing else will do for me. I okay, so that's it for this verse. We'll do chapter 8, verse 22 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.